Well, we got ourselves some Deep Purple deep cuts today. And it's our Friday rock block, so why the F not? Hi guys, welcome to Lee Reacts. Hope everyone's having a good day. I know I am. We are back with another Patreon pick from our patron, I think it's Graham, if I'm not mistaken. So thank you, if that's your name, Graham, for your support. I appreciate you, my friend. Two tracks. One from Machine Head and one from Who Do We Think We Are. One is a B-side, actually, of a single that came out. It's also on the 25th anniversary edition, When a Blind Man Cries, which I think is, yeah, it was the B-side of the single Never Before. It was recorded during the Machine Head sessions. And then the track from Who Do We Think We Are is A Way of Place in Line. That's what it is. That one is, I think that's the last album of the Mark II lineup for a while. And Machine Head is in the middle of that. So we've done a few tracks of Machine Head, and it's, I don't know if it's my favorite album. I think the Live in Japan, see, it's hard to pick, man, because In Rock is so good too. It's really hard to pick favorites of these guys, but I'll link my Deep Purple playlist up there. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you're not. I am in the YouTube dungeon as we speak, so come on, help brother out. All right, here we go. When a Blind Man Cries, Deep Purple. 3, 2, 1, go.
If you're leaving, close the door. I'm not expecting people anymore. Hear me grieving, lying on the floor. Whether I'm drunk or dead, I really ain't too sure. I'm a blind man, I'm a blind man, and my world is pale. When a blind man cries, Lord,
That organ is just perfect.
you know there ain't a sadder tale.
That was absolutely haunting. What a sad song. I love that though. Place in Line. Here we go.
Living in this line know my place. Could think of no way of edging along the loser's race.
That was Ian singing? Yeah, never mind.
Everybody shuffling on to keep the place in the line. Place in the line. 9 long years been in line, get nowhere.
That sounds so familiar.
There is no reason.
That progression's been used somewhere else. I swear.
Oh, this line, yeah, I don't care. Oh, everybody's standing in the
Ooh, an organ.
burning sun. Everybody's shuffling on, keeping a place in the line. Place in the line. Don't you think we're gonna make it?
Yes.
Don't you think we're gonna make it? Don't you think we're gonna make it now? We got a place in line we're gonna make sometime, somehow. Yeah.
Richie is killing it, bro. Come on. Holy shit. Well, Richie ate his Wheaties before that recording. Damn. That was sick. Ooh, Glover. Listen to Glover and Lord pair up. Ian's been keeping everything in time perfectly. Still going. It's like a Deep Purple blues song. I love it. Hell yeah. I think that's the penultimate track on the album. And that goes into Our Lady, which is the last track. Man, that was freaking crazy. Two different sides of Deep Purple I have not heard yet. Well, yeah, no, seriously, I think most of the stuff I have heard has been pretty, proto-metal-ish. The first song was, dare I say it, like, I don't know. It was very sad, and they personified that sadness in audio form very, very well. You know, you had a friend in your room, you guys did some stuff, you had a good time, fill in the blanks, whatever, and then they're gone, and then you're cold, and you're empty, and you're lonely. Yeah. Shit, bro. I've been there. And then you go into the next one, which is almost a blues song, but just like done in Deep Purple fashion, basically. And I thought that was so fucking cool. They did a great job with that. Richie's solo on that was fucking mind-bending. It just kept going and kept going. And I didn't want it to stop, to be honest. I wish it kept going even longer. That was one of his best solos I've heard so far, and I've heard a few. That was excellent, and it almost it had a like he was channeling some like blues legend, because it almost didn't even sound like him, to be honest, Richie. Like it sounded like some. Well, there was points that definitely sounded like Richie, but I don't know. There were some chords and notes he was hitting that just sort of, I don't know. They just had this sort of like legendary blues feel to it. I don't know, but that was excellent. And then John Lord's solo right after that. I mean, can't get anything better than that. You mix Roger Glover and John Lord together, and you get that awesome sound that was going on there for like 20 or 30 seconds towards the end. But honestly, the showstopper for me was obviously that solo, but that first one, I mean, goddamn, that was sad as fuck. And Ian's vocals, Jesus, they really, Jesus, that's funny. He just like really grabs you by the throat and just doesn't let you go with his vocals. Because you're just like hanging on every word and every whatever he could be saying, or singing. Man, it's just sort of I don't know. You just get kind of wrapped up in it, man. Like he's just so good at delivering those almost sullen vocals at points where he sounds like he's wounded inside, but then he reaches these heights where you know what I'm saying, like he's such a dynamic singer. He can do stuff like the first song, he can do stuff like the second song and hit those crazy notes, and of course he can do everything else we've already heard by him on this channel. And one of the best vocalists ever, easily. This lineup is just fuck, man. You're hard pressed to find a better lineup than this right here. I mean, seriously. Ian Pace on drums, Ian 1 and Ian 2. So Ian on vocals too. And there's also John Lord on organ, Richie Blackmore on guitar, Roger Glover on bass, and yeah, it's a hell of a lineup right there. I mean, Jesus, literally. But the thing is, though, at Deep Purple is now that I've heard that they've got these other two sides to them, I'm kind of interested in hearing what other sides they have now, because I honestly only thought they had maybe 1 or 2 gears, the stuff I've heard so far, but no, they've got like 6 or 7. They're very multifaceted in the sound department, and I've definitely heard variety from their sound, but they kind of have, they know their bread and butter, but they could do, this is evidence enough, they could go out and have done any genre they wanted to, or any kind of thing, and they would have been successful as hell, and they would have been groundbreaking as fuck, and no matter what direction they went, they were that talented. But I'm very glad that they did what they did, because it pioneered so much for so many other bands too that came after them, that no matter what, Deep Purple gets a seat at the table forever for what they did. But that's not even counting the music. The music fucking rocks too, but just what they did in general, you know. If I had to pick between the two, it's kind of hard, man. They're two different sides of the coin, basically. I think the one I connected with the most was the first one, but musically, the second one I think would be my favorite instrumentally. But that yeah, because you can't beat that solo with that second song. But that first one, I feel like that's gonna be the one that I repeat and listen, you know, actually come back and listen to again, because I listen to a lot of music on the channel, and it's probably 80% of it I don't listen to again, you know. But there is that 20%, 30% maybe even that I instantly put on my playlist and I listen to for, you know, time immemorial. It's never gonna leave, basically. I've got a lot of songs that I've heard on the channel that are on my Pandora now, or whatever, that are there for life. They're not going anywhere. Very specific songs though, and I feel like that first one actually might be one of them, and I can't wait to hear it again. It was so short I could have played it again, but it's kind of late tonight, so I don't want to do that and push myself too far. My doctor said I need to get sleep, so I'm gonna get my damn sleep. That's why you probably don't see me at the premieres anymore, because I'm up late doing the videos, but I am required to at least get 8 hours of sleep every night because my heart needs it, apparently. So there you go. I think that was great, obviously. Thank you again, Graham. And if you have any other picks by Deep Purple, leave it down below. You guys know I'm game for whatever. These guys are one of my favorites, so I'll always make a splot. Splot. It's so late. I will always make a slot open for Deep Purple. Thanks for watching.